to the Azure and AI Show. With me today is Dan Ray, and Dan is kind of happy to find out more about ChatGPT 5. I put some slides together, and we have Amy Diamond. I forgot to say, Dan Ray is an MVP, and we have Amy Diamond. He's an MVP in SharePoint, and myself, Frank Falvey, is also a Microsoft MVP in the M365 Copilot. And I put some slides together on ChatGPT 5. But over first to Amy Diamond. He's going to show you how to create a PDF in SharePoint, in Word, and some other platforms. So over to you, Amy, and share your screen with us.
Okay, let me know if
Yep,
my screen is visible. So
yep.
actually, it's not to create. I want to show you not about creating a PDF because that we all know. But if I'm now in OneDrive, oops, it's in this case it doesn't matter if it's in OneDrive or in SharePoint. But as you see, I opened this PDF, and there's two new things, actually three new things that exist. First of all, you see there's a table of content. I didn't create any table of content, so this is actually new, and it's obviously created by AI. So this is the first thing. Second of all, there's a button here, compress your PDF. So it's possible to compress either lightly or medium or heavily. It might affect the way or the quality of the document, but this reduces the storage size. What I wanted to show you was this lock. So if I click here, now maybe I need to go maybe closer, but if I click on it, or hover it, it says encrypt with password. So in addition to giving permissions to the document by just like regular permissions of OneDrive or SharePoint, here you can lock it. And as you can see here, there's a screen that says encrypt and protect your PDF. I can set for the security a password. Now, uh, you need to remember this password, because if you don't, then maybe you need to use a different tool to open it up. But assuming you remember it, so you can set it for the opening of this document. But you can add additional protection to grant permissions. So if I mark it, you can decide if to allow to print or change the document. Document assembly is more less relevant. I think it's to do with syntax project, context copying and commenting. And also here for the permissions, I can put a password. In this case, I won't mind. So I will just click on save. Now it's asking me where do I want to store it. Okay, so I'll store it in the same location where it is. What it will do is actually add to the new name of the file and the encryption, the text encrypt. So as you can see now, it says encrypt with password. And if I try to open it, I get a message that it is asking for a password. So if I enter the password, and you can guess what the password is, but I won't tell you. Uh, and now we can enter and view the document. So this is something that I just noticed today, and you might not see it yet, but it might roll out soon. Last thing that I'm actually expecting is the possibility, if you edit the document, Over here, there's supposed to be a watermark that you could add. But currently, when I clicked on the edit, I can add some text, or I can use the pen, or I can highlight something, or I can erase. So these things I can do, and then if I save it, it saves it with the information. Um, One last thing is, I just heard in a roadmap that there'll be a possibility, maybe in Word, to use e-signature, but maybe it needs to be activated on the tenant level. A simple e-signature, not like DocuSign or something like that, but that I'm looking forward. And I have completed my demonstration, so hopefully, uh, once it rolls out to your tenant, you can test it out.
Thank you very much. I mean, I saw your video and I right from I was at work and I opened it and I watched it. And when I got back home, I actually go back to the video again and try to practicalize it. And then I found out that I don't have it on my developer tenant time, which is it's quite amazing. In fact, you are doing a fantastic job. You know, most of those short videos you usually put down there, they are short and straight to the point. There are things that are quite very important, even as an IT support pro. Yeah, thank you very much. I just hope it will come very soon because I use a developer tenant. So yeah, thank you very much. That's
Thank
quite
you.
informative.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I can tell you sometimes I see the feature in a message center or in a
Mhm.
roadmap and then I look for it, or sometimes I just go into a file and I notice
Wow.
it uh, during work. So that's the best way, that you work with
Wow.
it and then you find out. But
Yeah. I think most of the
it's
features
yeah.
that
Thank you
cost
for the feedback,
yeah, most of the features
and
that comes, I think I see it from your tenant first before anywhere. It's amazing. Thank you very much. I really do a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah, I mean that was great. And like one thing there that Stephen kind of said, like your videos are they're nice and short and straight to the point, which I find that with today now TikTok, right? They're all short little videos. People will watch the short. They don't want to kind of jump into a video about a particular topic for 20 minutes and get, the attention span isn't there. So,
yes,
well done.
some people. Thank you. Some people who don't have the patience to do it. On the other hand, some people want to see a long tutorial.
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
really depends. If I can summarize and bring it to practical without. I'm not good at all of the artistic and yeah, I'm more practical, and
Hmm.
each one is good in different things. And
Yeah.
some people look for maybe a logo and some intro and some things. I try to
Yeah.
make it simple, but thank you for the feedback. Yeah,
Yeah, without the bells and the whistles. I get you. Yeah.
it will
Stephen,
come. It will come.
yeah. Stephen, did you say you wanted to share something with us today?
No, not for now. I
What?
just want to go through, yeah,
You're
the
okay.
listing. Yeah.
We were kind of saying Chat GPT 5. Have you seen it?
Yes, yeah. I think I saw that on my, but I think it's graded out on my developer 10. I think I saw that, but it's graded out. I don't know.
It's grayed out on your tenant, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So did you say, Amy, it's grayed out on your one as well, is it?
No,
How?
what I said was, for if you have a Copilot chat which is paid, then you should see it. If you have
Oh, okay.
if you don't have a Copilot paid license, then it's grayed out, and it
Okay.
has a message coming soon.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
That's
my
what I saw coming
experience.
soon.
And other things I noticed, for instance, if you go to the Copilot chat from the Teams, then it's not there. And also in the Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, it doesn't exist. So it's only currently um, in the paid web Copilot chat currently. And I think it works. Sorry if I take something from your slides, but I think it works in a model. It looks if you can solve it in a simple way, and then it will give you a quick answer. And if it thinks it's more complex, and or you ask in a prompt that you want something step by step, then it goes and does things more deeply, just like we would do once, or we still do, with the agent of the analyst or the researcher. So once, if you wanted to get a very deep uh, answer, you would need to use the agents. Currently, in the new ChatGPT, it does it without asking. It just activates it. So let's see, Franco, what do you want to show us on the slides? Because
Yeah, 1 second there now.
we're very interested. I just want to say that, sometimes um, this ChatGPT announcements was very all of a sudden. Sometimes they make a build up, Microsoft, and I announce something a year before, and then a couple of months later you see it. Here it came out, together with the regular Chat GPT, and that's yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but it's good news.
Yeah, so this is on the Microsoft blog for Copilot Studio, this particular page. We're saying it's available today, ChatGPT in Copilot Studio. So I just wonder if I open up my Copilot Studio here, and it should be 1 second out. To actually have to go to.
There's no real direct link. You need to know the URL. It's a shame that they don't give a place to get there.
Yeah, it doesn't no direct link inside your tenant. You have to go directly to a website.
Yeah.
So is there? How do I see if I have it in here? Is there?
I can tell you. Go to one of your agents,
Okay.
and you should see there in the overview. You see the response
Can I
model.
help?
So you see currently it's ChatGPT 4.0 default. It's
Um,
below the name, description, orchestration. You have response model, and if you go to the three dots, no, no, no.
okay.
Did you see the response model? On the
Yeah.
right, you have three dots, and you can edit. And you should see under responses, there's a drop down. And you see currently it's not on your
Okay.
area. In the blog itself, it says I think you need to be in some kind of a test environment to be able to do it. Um, so it's not current here. From today, makers build agent in early release cycle environment. We'll see. So currently, you need to be in an early release cycle
Okay.
probably to see it. And
Okay.
then what you would see would be these three models: 4.0, 5 auto, and 5 uh,
Experimental
re something.
reasoning.
Yeah. So they say don't use it on productive yeah solutions.
Okay.
But
So
maybe we show the
right.
basic functionality. Do you want to
Yeah.
show the how
So
it looks for the in the Copilot chat? Maybe some of our audience don't know i- the Copilot chat, not the studio.
oh yeah, yeah. 1 second now.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
try ChatGPT. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
And then
So
you will see it says you're using. You see below, hi Frank. If you activate,
yeah.
you will see you are using Copilot ChatGPT 5. And now you can now when you ask, you'll be using the advanced or the latest model.
So in the small, I'll just try and blow it up here a bit. Okay. Um, can you see now? It says you were using Chat GPT 5. Do you see that?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. So if I click on Learn More, okay. So it's just bringing us over onto the Copilot document page. So the basic things with it
Can I
are,
show one slide,
I can't hear you there now.
Frank, if
Yeah, can you say that again?
possible? I think
No, you're
it will
Yeah, I
be
think it's network. You're breaking.
you're breaking up on the stair, Amy.
yeah. I just want to show you one slide. I think it might be
Sure.
interesting.
Yeah. Go on. Go ahead there. I'll stop sharing my screen. Put up your one there.
Do you see this slide?
Um. Yeah.
So here it gives actually some how it works. So it compares the GPT 4.0 where you ask something and it goes to the GPT 4 and then it sends something back. And on if when you're using a ChatGPT 5, then it compares between a simple way of answering uh, and you see here it splits into deeper reasoning or high, and both models are made secure with enterprise data protection and optimized for work. Um, so this is like in a nutshell how it works compared to the previous one. So if you tick the ChatGPT 5, it will work like it's presented on the right, and if not, then it will just use the old model. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share that I
Okay.
had.
Cool. So, MJ, did you want to come in there on something?
He's not here anymore.
1 second. MJ, can you hear us there?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Hamid. Hi, Dan. All right, I just want to say that I have also been looking at the Chat GPT feature in my own Copilot, my own M365 Copilot. I think I got to see it this week, and I've been trying it out. It's been quite very amazing. Some of the features that I've been seeing around it has been like for quick responses. So I see there's a high speed of response compared to when it was using the ChatGPT 4.0 in the Microsoft M365 Copilot. So I'm seeing a more I'm seeing a more fast, I mean, like a faster response to chats and all of that. And some of the things that I also like about what I'm seeing there is I haven't tried really the integration with Copilot Studio, but the fact that the deep reasoning in it is also very amazing. I mean, that's one of the things I'm looking at. I'm actually exploring it, but some of the key features I'm seeing there has been quite very nice. That's just what I wanted to say. But I can see it in my M365 Copilot. But it's not. I don't think it's available in the Copilot chat. Just I mean the ones that is that is not for business. I'm not too sure, but M365 Copilot for business, the Chat GPT 5 is on it. I just wanted to throw that.
Okay, cool. Have you any examples of one of the things you tried out?
I missed that. Have I done what?
Have you any examples of some topic you tried on it? Or
Okay, so yeah, there was something I tried on it, and then I gave it something to like a question, a scenario question, and I asked it to come up with even diagrams and all of that, and it came up with some diagrams for me, like an entity relationship diagram, and I was really wowed that, oh, this is great. I was just trying to just see it, and then it came up with some kind of entity diagram for me, and then the analysis again was for me amazing when I saw it.
okay, cool. So Dan is sharing his screen there with us, but some facts there on it, right? Um, there's 700 million users of ChatGPT today, so you can imagine the reach that it has. Um, the new ChatGPT is going to be less hallucinogen, firing out and being, like hallucinogenic. It's going to write code better, right? It's going to help to make software faster and more efficiently. Um, and the quality of writing stuff is far superior altogether. Okay, Dan.
Yeah. So I do have access to a tenant that has GPT-5. And here I've just asked it a couple questions about campus at Microsoft's headquarters. And the 5 things that it recommended were the Microsoft Visitor Center Building 92, which is where the museum is. You can look at Microsoft's history there, past, present, and future, first personal computer. They've got all sorts of things. And across the hall from that, not only do they have hands-on tech experiences, but they have a Microsoft store. So this would be reminiscent to the old Microsoft retail stores that were in London and Sydney, Australia, New York City, several other places. They turned many of those larger flagship stores into what they called experience centers. And then campus exploration is the fourth thing that they mentioned, that there's over 500 acres, and then guided tours and special exhibits. What this reminded me of is the fact that there are tree houses on campus. So the second thing that I asked GPT-5 specifically was, where are the 3 tree houses? And these are available on campus. They talk about 12 to 16 feet above the ground in a grove of Douglas fir trees, and these are built with accessibility in mind. So there are accessible ramps up to the tree houses, as opposed to when I was growing up, you usually had to climb a ladder or a rope ladder to get to a tree house. These are much more, I'll call that accessible to people that might not be able to climb a ladder or not feel comfortable climbing a ladder. I can climb ladders, but a lot of times I get vertigo, or that's something that I don't enjoy doing. So having ramps up there is definitely a benefit to anybody that either needs to use those ramps or feels more confident or comfortable with the ramps.
Cool.
Yeah, and it looks like it's just a toggle to turn it on or off in the upper right when you have access to it.
Yeah. You might ask it what's the billing, the paid version of GPT.
Yeah. By the way, each time you make a new page, you need to re-click it, so it resets back to the previous. Yeah.
How do I invoke GPT-5?
Yeah, I think the response is really fast, really fast.
Yeah.
That's
And then
amazing.
again, I can upvote these types of responses.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Yeah.
put it in pages, it looks like. And then I'll play around with this some more, Frank, and see if there's some things that I can share.
Okay, cool.
Dan, do you remember we were so happy to see in the PowerPoint where we could upload an Excel? Now I think through the chat, not using the researcher or the analyst, we can, because the model is so sophisticated, we could upload some kind of Excel and then ask it to create a presentation. Well, it would first analyze and give the insights we want, and then we could ask to do that directly from the chat. Maybe it won't be with all of the images, but now it might be possible to get better results. So this is also one thing I've tested.
Cool.
Yeah. So just some other points on it there. So can you see that there? ChatGPT-5 has arrived. What you need to know. So I just kind of put this together. I blow up the screen a little. So guys, the wait is over. OpenAI has officially launched GPT-5. It's already been hailed as the most significant leap forward in AI capabilities since the original release of ChatGPT. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman describes the new model as a PhD level expert. Wow. that offers a unified, smarter, and more reliable experience. This isn't just an incremental update, it is a fundamental shift in how the AI works, bringing together the best of previous models into a single powerful system. What's new and improved? ChatGPT 5 introduces a host of features that addresses key limitations of its predecessors. One of the most talked about advances is the reduction in hallucinations, as I was saying earlier, where models generate faster information. According to OpenAI, GPT-5 is significantly more factually constant and trustworthy, especially in thinking mode, which uses chain of thought approach to solving complex problems. This makes it more suitable for high stakes tasks in the field, like healthcare and coding. Another change is the unified model, and that Amy, you had that up there earlier, the kind of architecture of the way it works. Instead of manually switching between different models like GPT-4 or GPT-4.0, the new system automatically routes your query to the best model for the job. This smarter router instantly decides whether to prioritize speed for simple questions or engage in a deeper, more comprehensive reasoning process for complex one. The context window has also been dramatically improved, while previous models has limits on how much information they could remember in a single session. GPT-5 can handle up to 272,000 tokens. It's incredible. 272,000 tokens in an input, allowing it to maintain context through much longer conversations and documents. A new era for developers and users. For developers, GPT-5 represents a game changer. It's been called OpenAI's strongest coding model yet. Excelling in a variety of tasks from bug fixing to multi-language programming to generating entire software programs from a single prompt. This new capability, dubbed Vibe Coding by Altman, also allows the creation of functional applications with minimal human input, which could dramatically reduce development cycles. For general users, the experience is more intuitive and personalized. GPT-5 is now the default model for all users, including those on the free plan. With different usage limits. I suppose there's probably pay-as-you-go models as well. You can also customize your experience with new selectable personalities like cynic, robot, listener, and nerd. These move towards greater accessibility and use controls demonstrates OpenAI's commitment to making powerful AI tools available to everyone. So to sum it up, while GPT-5 marks a major step towards artificial general intelligence, it's not without its challenges. The initial rollout saw a minor mathematical error, and a reminder that even the most advanced AI benefits from clear instructions. The ongoing completion with our models like Claude 4 and Gemini 2.0 also ensure that the pace of innovation will only continue to accelerate. Ultimately, GPT-5 true impact will be measured not just by its impressive benchmarks, but by how businesses and individuals leverage its new capabilities to solve real world problems. It's a new era, and the AI landscape has been forever changed. So I just kind of put that together there during the week on that, and I just have it up on my blog.
Very nice.
Um,
I just want to comment. Can you hear me?
yeah, sure.
Up until now, um, Copilot was like the models were like one step back or two step backs, and finally, I think Copilot is, let's say, you can compare it as equal as other things, which I think is very important because they always say because Microsoft doesn't train their models, then they are less. Um, it shows different things than if you compare it to a chat GPT, which is any file you upload, it trains it, and but Microsoft is like in a secure environment, so that way maybe the models are less trained. But I think now it's like got equal and equal competition or equal value, that it's much easier to convince organizations to use because it's using the latest one, which is now we're talking. Up until now it was like a bit lagging back. But what do you think?
I would agree. Just the pace of what's changing is getting very, very quick. Frank MJ had asked if we wanted her to show.
Sure. Yeah,
All right, guys.
yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
so let me just share some of the things that I was in a session yesterday, and one of the things that while we were talking, I was with a customer, and then they were telling us what they wanted and all of that. So I just said, "Oh, let's see if we can come up with some sort of diagram, and then we can show the customer." And I just want to show you, some of the things that I was trying to do yesterday. Just hold on, let's see if I can share my
Yeah,
screen on the other side. Uh, okay.
yeah, it's a little tricky first if you have a new
Right.
screen.
So let me know if you can see this screen. Is it
Uh,
showing? Yeah,
not,
yeah. I
not
guess.
1 second now. Um,
You need
Not yet.
to choose your entire screen and
Yeah,
choose the
I
screen.
did that.
Yeah.
I have a two screen. I have two screen. Can you see it? Because it already shows it's sharing.
No,
yeah,
Not yet.
yeah,
Okay, it's
hang on.
coming up.
now
Yeah,
now it
great,
looks.
great.
Yeah,
I,
you got
I
it.
guess you can see it now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I think some of my question yesterday was I just wanted it to give me a sort of a solution design, and then if you look at what I was putting here around user stories, give me the user stories also for an invoicing generation solution, including a vendor that I'm going to use a Power Platform environment to build and all of that, because a lot of informations were coming in yesterday. I just said, and then, like I said, I have the chat GPT-5 on here. If you toggle between it, you either try it or you have it on. So if I go back to what it already generated for me. So what I had here was that when I said enabled, it gave me things on the vendor. If you look at it, to enable a vendor to submit invoice. I just wanted something as much as simple as possible for me to get the proposal quickly up. That was the goal. I mean, it's not that probably maybe I wouldn't be able to do this on a power platform and all of that, but I want something to give me a proposal. More importantly, I was looking at what are the, I mean, I know the architecture component, but I want something I can include in the proposal and all of that. So, and then you can see that it gave me the architecture components and in terms of what I'm going to be using each of the components for the Power Platform, even to the data vars, and then what each of the SharePoint lists is going to be like. And then where it's really, really, really more very interesting for me was apart from the user story, you see, I said come up with a user story as a vendor, what will you be trying to do? And then I can present that, because one of the challenges was the customer in question did not have anything around a BRD that it can give to me and all of that. So, and then some of the entries. So, one of the things I love about it is that you will see the reasoning aspect of it when you talk about the deep reasoning. And then I said, okay, give me a visual diagram, and you can see the reasoning aspect of it, how it's deciding on the diagram format, and then the diagram structure. Now, yes, there's a line here. I think this is understandable, but if I go around and I this is just to preview in case I want to preview, but if I go to the code area, I can actually see what the flow chart and all of that, if it is the code I want to use. And like I said, the one that is very important for me in all of this is this end-to-end invoice lifecycle, the sequence. So if I come to these and I'm downloading the PNG and I'm trying to view it, you can see what it's going to be like. This is imagine how long this is going to take me to do. But I mean, with Chat GPT 5 right now in M365 Copilot, it's giving me a more, I mean, the diagram. When I saw this, I mean, I was just like, I was just blown away. I said, no, this is too cool for me. I mean, just to see the whole life cycle from the vendor to where I is going to interact with the Power Pages. I'm going to use Power Pages, and then the flow, and then the SharePoint list library, now coming down to where I'm going to have the dashboard. It was amazing for me. I was like, oh no, this is awesome. Before now, I am not too sure which 4.0 you can't have it like this, to be honest. Compared to 4.0, when you have ChatGPT 4.0 in M365 Copilot, you don't really have that. And then moving on, I asked for, let me see the sorry, let me try to close this. I wanted to see what the, like I said, the entity relationship diagram will look like. And that also came up for me. And I mean, these are things that even if I don't want to, I have the option for me to look at the code. If I don't want to preview it, let me see what the code level will be like and all of that. And then I can still do the preview. And one thing that is quite very interesting for me in all of this is that, just like let me quickly go back to where I have this. If I click on these, I can actually drill down to say maybe I want to go to a specific line of command, and then I want to look at it very well. Probably maybe what that is saying. So that's one of the cool things when I saw with the Chat GPT 5.0. I mean, I was just so it was overwhelming, and I haven't done so much with it because I want to go to the Copilot studio. But I'm even like, let me even see what, even from chat, let me see what it can give, and it was really, really, really interesting. So that's just I just felt like sharing this. I hope this really helps.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
yeah,
think this
Great,
is this is this is quite
great,
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, when I saw that stuff, I was like, in fact, even the patience it will take for a normal person to just go through to just do that. It's not like it's yeah, no, no, no. It's
you
quite
you 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 can say that all over again. I mean, the patience is something.
yeah,
There's no amount of patience that you want to go through at all. Forget it. Who is going to
yeah.
come and
Hmm.
the way, I mean, like, one of the cool things about this is that it has actually changed the way all of us work.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. AI is
100%.
changing the way everyone is working and then how you work smartly. I had a meeting at very close to end of work yesterday. I mean, I had that meeting for 2 hours. The customer was talking and is expecting a proposal. And at the back of my head is I was tired, but I know that coming to Chat GPT telling me I didn't even give it so much scenario, and that's the beauty about, coming to Copilot with the Chat GPT 5. I didn't even give it so much information, and that's another thing that I saw there. I didn't give it so much information, and I could reason and come up with even with less information, and then I'm sure by Monday, by the time I get the proposal ready and all of the user story included, and say, okay, this is what we're coming or this is what it looks like. I mean, less work. I I don't have to stress myself. Before now, you have to stress yourself over the weekend to do all of those.
Uh,
But today is all changing, so it's really an amazing thing, and I'm really
yeah.
glad. I just want to you know, explore it the more. It's
So,
really amazing.
MJ, just one question there, right? We'd say if you had to put that proposal together, right, without having Chat GPT or anything like that.
I mean, ChatGPT 5 on Microsoft Copilot. I will need to use maybe my visual, come with a flow chart, and it will not be that extensive. It will not be that, how will I put it? It will not be that broad. That kind of diagram that it came up with, that I was able to, you'll be able to embed the architecture diagram. It will not
Yeah.
be that broad if I was using if I was to do it on my own. I mean, I will not be able to come up real fast with it. I think it's the speed again that is interesting for me.
Yeah, like I think if I had to put something like that together without having tools like AI, there's a week's amount of work inside there. Just that chart alone there to put that together is incredible. Like,
I
Yeah.
mean, I was
I
when I
think
saw it myself, I was like, wow, 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 wow. It was just
yeah,
like,
yeah, it's quite interesting. And I think
Yeah,
I
but
think
you
it's
need
high
to
time
check if it makes
everyone.
sense.
yes, it
Yeah,
does
You
make sense.
need to
So if you look
doubt
at
it
it
because
says the
it might
vendor.
be hallucinating.
And then look at if you look at the if you look at the tree I mean the diagram, and then with the tree decision, so to say, if I'm using the right terminology, you will look at when it says the vendor enters an invoice details, it uploads attachment on submission. There is a trigger on submission, it creates an invoice item, and all of that saves the attachment to a library that is linked into your SharePoint library, and then validates, because one of the things is also to validate the submission against the vendor list. You see, what is interesting to me in all of this is that
yeah, the flow.
I did
Yeah,
not even tell Copilot that there is a need for validation. That
yeah,
wasn't even my prompt. My prompt was just give me a solution diagram for an invoicing solution, and that is going to involve the use of Power Platform and then SharePoint, and then it will include the vendor. That's all. And then it came up with all of these. I didn't tell it that there's going to be a need for validation, and the reasoning. We just wanted it to expand. And that's one of the cool things with coming up with the Chat GPT 5.0 that is embedded into it. Is able to reason beyond and even come up with less information. So I mean, and those that deep reasoning, you can actually see it when is reasoning to say, okay, if he's the one that is going to create a vendor, if he's acting as a vendor, what will a vendor be doing, and then coming up with that user story and then coming up with this diagram was for me very great. The truth about it is I didn't even tell it that there's going to be at the end of the day a submission to a reviewer, or and then a finance department who will where it's going to stop, and then he came up with this. So I'm looking at, so if I give you more, this will be this will be more than what I can get from you.
Yeah.
So
I think I think the flow is just interesting. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they reckon that the prompting with ChatGPT 5 now is it will take your prompt and it will actually expand on your prompt and kind of predict other stuff you want, and that's why you got
abs-
all the stuff. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely,
one
and it's
thing I saw people test. Can you go to the chat GPT, to the chat? If you ask how many R's are in the word strawberry, you will see it won't give you the correct answer. So just, yeah, create a new
a
chat.
new
Yeah.
chat. All right, and then we do
Right.
what?
How many R's are in the word strawberry?
How many hours are in a
No.
work?
How many R's? The letter R.
Maybe I didn't get your. Maybe I didn't get. I think it's cracking on my. I'm trying
You
to hear
know the
you.
letter R?
R
The letter R in the
R for Romeo.
Okay, how many
R.
are in a word?
Yeah, in the word strawberry.
Okay, strawberry.
Okay. You'll see you won't get a correct. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
so
it did
far
it right.
it's
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
yeah, I think we got it
that's
right.
true.
Three. Yeah.
So, and then
Oh.
Yeah,
one of the
well, I
things
just
also
asked it and I got two. But
is actually the three.
yeah,
And
okay.
one of the things is also when you look at the prompts that are available, maybe you want to try with. I was trying one the other time. Let's say, if you say summarize the latest report from the International Monetary Fund, you can see some of the prompts. The one or okay, I think there is a. So I want to use this one, and I want to use for an AI. I'm going to tweak this. I'm going to say for an AI transformation um, project. So it's a SWOT analysis of priority matrices based for an AI transformation project. And I'm going to say if to whatever your answer is, to whatever your answer is, sorry, come up with a sample SWOT analysis that depicts a well structured AI transformation plan. So I'm gonna just so and then you see in a split of seconds you see in a split of seconds what you have just there. It starts with the SWOT analysis to shape the overall strategy, and this is a sample. The strengths, the SWOT analysis for an AI transformation project. Once you have an executive backing, a strong backing from leadership, you put it there. Data availability and all of that. The weakness, legacy system, opportunities, all of this. So I can decide to say, give me a research matrix for stakeholders involved in the transformation plan. Let's see. So, and you can see it gives me this RACI matrix, and then it goes to who is what, who is accountable, and all of that. You get. So, I mean, there's a couple of things that I feel. For me, what is quite very important is the speed at which I can get the result, and I can, as if I'm it's like a speed of light for me, just the way I'm getting the result and all of that. I can tweak this further, tailor it. It's giving me a story. Okay, let me just even try and say I want to tailor this to an healthcare, for ethical industry and all of that. So it even gives me that since I'm the CTO, because I'm using my account and it's saying, okay, since I'm the CTO, this is where I come in, define the AI strategy and all of that. So it's really it's really cool and all of that. So I just love the amazing work that Microsoft is doing, and as much as it is like it is in the speed of light. I think the challenge I find in all of this is for how we can get up to speed with it. I think that's just going to be our challenge, really, how to get up to speed with a lot of these, because you just find out that, I mean, there is a lot of effort that comes into this, a lot of intentionality, and you're seeing the results that is making life easier, is making work very easier day by day, and that is quite very important. I think for me, the only takeaway would be what I'll say is that, except let's say that this is still in a preview, if it is not in the preview, I wouldn't want a situation where I'll be turning on or turning off. So once I turn off I would love a setting where I can just turn it on and said use GPT-5 for everything I want to do, except I want to turn it on. I think that would be the only thing that would be some form of feedback going forward. It's quite very amazing.
Very good, MJ. That was a great demonstration of ChatGPT 5.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, I would have loved to have my camera on, but I'm also very careful so that it doesn't. Once I put camera on, I don't want to sound like I'm in, because when you put this camera on, I think of sounding, So
No, no worries.
Frank, there's a link that I put in our chat that you can share with everyone. There's also some. It's a blog about ChatGPT and some links that people can
Sure.
check. If you see it, you can look at it.
Yeah.
Maybe people can do whatever they want, but we're
That's,
almost at the hour.
so yeah, so that's it. One use full thing .org /p/GPT -5. You see it on the screen there. I'll also share it there, Amy, on
On the
my
chat. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, so
Yeah,
that
and everywhere you look, you see posts about it. So everyone's testing it, and
it's up on my YouTube there as well.
So I'm just gonna stop my screen and stop sharing my screen. Sorry,
Yeah,
and then allow you guys to go on. All right.
yeah, very good.
by the way, Stefan, there was a great event that you had an hour or two ago talking about skills and personalization what was the topic?
Sure.
Yeah, character over skills.
Soft skills and hard skills, and
Yeah.
combination between them.
Mhm.
Very nice, and thanks for organizing it.
Thank
I
you.
by mistake, occasion I just saw it and I joined, and I was interested and also commented that. So
Yeah. I think I saw your comment. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, really
I
appreciate
think we
it.
had over 10. Frank, didn't you say there were at least 11 in the?
Oh, I'd say on like there was 10 people in total.
Yeah, in total,
Up
so
to
there's
that.
10 people.
Yeah. So like if you could ask everyone, maybe in a week that they share their LinkedIn, and we'll see how many people are actually reached. If we could gather up,
Okay.
be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
Because I was busy during the show putting all those things up on the screen.
Yeah, it's not that right. Yeah, thank you
yeah,
very much.
Great job
yeah,
with the. I guess you call that the production, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing.
exactly, yeah.
Rust.
So listen, guys, we're just over the hour, and that was a great, interesting topic there, ChatGPT 5. Thanks, everyone. We'll be here again next week.
Yeah, and
So,
thank you,
Goodbye.
MJ, for that demo. Like, but it was an eye opener.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
it was alone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for that demo. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. I hope I didn't overstay my welcome. I was just
No.
passing by.
Nah, you're part of what.
I'll check.
This is my first time. This is my first time being on a call with you. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of things you're doing. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
That was awesome.
They should have avatars for